Hey guys, it's Jacqueline from Homeschool Hangout, and today we are talking about planners for your homeschool year, specifically for boys. This is part of a homeschool back to school shopping supply collaboration with Dash at Home, and there'll be a playlist in the bottom if you want to see other people. If there are other types of supplies, you want to know what I like in paper, what I like in graph paper, what I like in calculators. I really like this one from Casio. Do me a favor, subscribe, like, comment, all the things. And just the details on this one. This is the Casio FX 300 ES Plus calculator. Solar, used it for college physics and calculus, so I love it. And it's like 15 bucks. But anyways, back to the planners. So if you've seen my previous videos, I loved a Dollar Tree planner for my kids when they were younger. I write their homework in it. I write their stuff. I gave birth to like natural born planners. My eldest at like 3 or 4 would wake up in the morning and go, what's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What are we doing today? And then when he'd go to bed, what are we going to be doing tomorrow? What are we going to be eating tomorrow? That boy liked a meal plan. So they come by it naturally. And they come by it naturally because, you know, let's be honest, if you don't follow Nerd Mom's Life, you haven't seen my planners. This is my daily planner from Kit Life, which I love. I've got the Lakin version, I think it's Planning with Lakin. She's a vlogger. I have a big happy planner. I'm going to a classic size in January. And my kids have been happy planner kids. My now 15-year-old, she's easy. She's a girl. And when I say that, I mean, this is the most boyish planner my son has had since he has gotten out of the Dollar Tree planners. And it's fine. He was fine with it. You know, brave heart, kind soul, brave heart. It's great. It's great. But I didn't see anything like that this year. His sister, she's easy. She was looking for a classic happy planner. She wanted to get out of the mini because she writes everyone's plans on it. And at 15, her life's getting busier and busier. But when we went to Joann's, she saw this. We went for her birthday. And it's gorgeous. It is a celestial pattern. She liked it because you had all the galaxy and none of the star signs, woo-woo stuff. And you go, well, that should work for your 17-year-old son, right? Who will be 17 next week. Yeah, you'd think so, right? The inside of the pink cover might throw it off. Now, this is great. It is a standard happy planner vertical layout. She loved the cover so much she was even willing to date the planner. But this works great for her. But what to do for Indra? Like I said, this is what I used last year. And it's fine, but I didn't see anything even this gender neutral. So off to Walmart we go. Let's go to Wally's World. I'll see you in a minute. Here is the official planner display in the back of the store by the office stuff. So lots and lots of options. Lots and lots of options. Now let's see what the boy likes. This first one, and it's by Pen and Gear, right?
Yeah, Pen and Gear.
So tell me what you like and what you don't like.
I'm not a big fan of all the colors, and I don't like that there's not room for any notes on the side. I have to fill everything in on specific days.
What do you think of the paper and the tabs and the covers?
The paper's a little flimsy. The tabs are very plasticky. The covers are fine. No opinion.
Okay, so that's a reject?
Yeah.
Because I do have to say, we're looking at these with the idea of we may not like the cover, but whether or not it's worth going to look for a cover even.
This one has the same plasticky tabs, but they're even flimsier, and the front is also flimsy when we get to actual days.
I feel like I'm the idiot who'd hurt myself on that cover.
This has kind of the same issue. It has more space here and on the notes, but overall I'm not a big fan of the colors. So this one's a maybe.
What do you think about the check mark boxes at the bottom for habits and then that little bit of notes?
I don't know. I could take it or leave it.
Okay, and all of these are they're ranging between $8.36 to, I think the most expensive is $12.
This one's also Pen and Gear. So This one's a maybe.
Okay. If we could find the coloring and stuff you could handle.
I'm out on this cover for sure, but it's a better material, more book-like. The inside colors are good, but this one has almost the opposite issue of too much notes and not enough on the days. There's a balance to be struck there.
See, I think that that's a goodly amount of notes because, I mean, he's taking college classes and he's working. I think it's good for all your side projects and all your notes and stuff.
Yeah, but I like to put them on the days they're due.
Okay.
So, I think I'm out on this one.
The other secret, moms and dads, if you're shopping with your kid, it doesn't matter if you think it's great. If they won't use it, it don't matter.
This one's by Blue Sky. This one feels nice quality, but is just very small. Let me get to the individual days. I could work with this. Again, it doesn't have enough space for notes, and it is very, very small.
You're a busy boy. You got lots going on.
Yes.
So that is their mini. So if you're looking for something small, Blue Sky usually makes a pretty good product.
I think this one's a no as well.
Okay.
So this cover is an interesting texture. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Does it feel like it lasts you a year, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this paper quality. It feels very nice. The individual days, I like this split up because I can put things as overall notes on one side. There's a little bit less note space than I might like, but there is a lot of space individually to write on the page, which is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. I like being able to put tasks on mine and check them off.
And this paper quality is really nice. So, okay, I would get this one.
I'm hearing really nice on the paper quality.
This has a weird, like, cardboard, but it feels leathery cover. And the paper has a bit, just the first page has a bit of a film on it. These tabs feel like I'm going to rip them off.
Who's this one by, bud?
This one is by Work From Home.
Okay.
These pages, I do not like the time layout. Because one, it makes me feel like I shouldn't do anything earlier or later than this. And two, I don't like having to commit to a specific time. If I do want to do that, I can just write down the time next to it.
Is that not a homeschooler work from home kind of statement? He's made to have his own business.
Mm-hmm. So I'm out on that one.
Yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Dislike this color just from the get-go.
But once again, we're looking at the planner. We can always look and see if there's more covers once we get through there.
And this is basically the same layout as another one. No notes. Big days. That I think I will pass on this one as well.
Okay.
That's from
Mead. Have a couple more that we've pulled out so far. We will go see in the back to school supply section if they've got more.
Another interesting textured cover.
Who's this one by, bud?
This is by See It Bigger.
Okay.
The paper is an interesting quality. It's pretty nice. This has the same issue, though, of big space on the days, especially with these big lines, but not enough note space, I would say.
Okay.
So this one's a maybe.
My problem with that is I feel like you'd have to not be able to write on each line in order to fit in all your stuff.
Yeah, I'd have to write twice to a single line. So, let's see. This is a much bigger one. It has a whole page for each day. I would be fine with this just because of how big the pages are. I could write notes on one half of the page. But this one, I would say, is more of a maybe than a yes, just because, one, I can only look at 2 days at a time, and two, I don't have any dedicated note space, I would say.
Okay.
So, but this one is, I would say this one's a maybe.
Out of everything we've pulled, if I said you had to buy one of these, show me your top two, meaning like you can show me the one if we can find a different cover and if we can't find a different cover.
I would say this is my top one for sure. I think this See It Bigger, not this one. I would say this See It Bigger one is my second.
Okay. I thought that leopard print one would be your second. If we could find a different cover.
Maybe. I could go either way.
Because he seemed to really like the paper, so.
But I would say this one's my second. I like the paper quality, and I'm okay with the day layout.
But your top one, can we figure out who that's by? The box says at a glance. Does it say on the first sheet? Sometimes it says on the first sheet.
It says at a glance right here.
Okay, at a glance. So I've used at a glance many, many moons ago. So
At a glance.
Okay, we're going to look just a little bit more, put back all these we pulled off, and look over on the back to school section and see if they've got some other choices. So we have found some of the planning stuff so far in the back to school area. It is a lot of teachers' planners. I find it very interesting just how much teacher stuff is here. but I'm not seeing, I find it interesting that I know that they're twin coil happy planners, and to me this really looks like a twin coil happy planner, but it's not. It's pin and gear. And they have undated and dated, and then the standard one. And then here's the happy planner section. And then, of course, the Disney happy planner section. And then I realized last year I found Christmas sticker books on clearance when we came to do our back to school shopping. And they have the dry erase pockets, which I love for homeschooling separately. But here's the planning thing that I'm thinking about getting for the family. And the reason why is, hold on a second, not for me, but for the actual family. As a family, we have plenty of game plan stuff we need to do, house stuff, projects to do together, prep stuff. Okay, the copy, that, whatever. But I mean, there's something to this. We're interrupted for a message from Walmart. But I don't know. Do you think this is something that the family would be using?
I don't know.
I mean, because we do have weekly planner meetings.
I don't know. I'm looking at it for the first time right now. So
Me too. I don't know. There's something to it. And then you put your menu. But the other part is your menu is only 5 days. So, like, I'm only going to feed my children for 5 days. Hey, wait a minute. Could I get away with only feeding you guys for 5 days?
I just steal some of the food.
He's like that. We found the regular back to school planners. Everything from, this is really cute, a little tiny monthly planner. And for somebody who is just starting out, this is adorable. Hold on a second. That is so stinking cute. I mean, I'd never use it, but it's really cute. And I like the graphic. That's part of it, is if I could find a planner with that on it, I'd be much happier. And they've got everything from a ginormous daily planner. This is great for like me, where I can leave it on my desk. But let's see. Would you carry that heft on there, dude?
No.
I mean, I understand he's homeschooled, so he doesn't have to carry around textbooks, and he's going to college, and most of his books are all virtual. But that seems like a bit much to me. So yeah, this is where you see the mint green brand. I didn't see any of this in the back. Think Ink. Just a second, and we're going to pull some of these and actually look inside. So after looking at all those planners and so patiently going through them with me on camera, he's such a good sport. What did he choose? Of course, the literal most expensive one that he looked at, which still brought us under $13, which is possibly one of the cheapest planners I've bought my children since leaving the Dollar Tree for them. And he bought, I bought, this At a Glance 2023 weekly. And it is an academic calendar. And let's let you get just a closer look. If you've used an at-a-glance calendar, this is all very standard. For those of you who homeschool in California, I always say this right here can be your attendance record. And literally just put, like, along the side, circle days absent and put students' names and assign them a color. You can even use this for all your kids. Because my kids have never been absent from my life. And in my house, if you're around, you're learning. This has like a how-to use it. I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through it a little bit. Comes with a holiday list. It has one of these. This is a 2022-2023 dated. This is not a ongoing calendar. It has one of these where you can just write something if you had something to track, like work hours or sleep or whatever. And then this is what the monthlies look like. The paper's fairly thin. He and I talked about the fact that if he wanted to use a real juicy pen, it was going to bleed. And he doesn't. He likes his friction. He likes his pencil. He says he's got a ballpoint type pen that he likes that you think's going to be juicy and it's not. So, but this is what he ended up going with. On the whole, he doesn't like just having check marks, but because it has both, he can either reallocate this as notes for generic stuff or make to-dos. So he liked it because he says he can portion it up the way he wants. So yeah, and it has this, let's see if it says. It says mixed paper from responsible sources, but doesn't say what this is. This cover is 30% recycled, and it's printed with vegetable inks, but it's a plastic paper blend almost. He likes it. It would drive me crazy. I'll just say, I think one of the things he also liked is he likes the fact that they're not actual tabs. They have these little markings, but he always feels like the tabs are going to rip off or scratch him. So yeah, this is what he went with, his final decision. Remember, there's a playlist linked in the bottom. And let me know, what are your students using for planners? Are you using a planner for them? Are they using their own? My 17-year-old this year, just to give a glimpse of everything he has in his planner, he has his own Bible studies. He has his own volunteer commitments with church. He helps run the AV and slides. He has a job. He takes college classes. He has high school classes, in person just one, and he's also on the senior leadership team. So he has a variety of things that are not necessarily family things or family time blocks. Plus, we have them put their chores and everything in their planner too. So yeah, so this was the final choice and the winner, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, so first up in this section is a weekly monthly by Blue Sky. What do you think, bud?
Let me flip to a page that's not just months. It has the same issue I was having before, no note space, and a lot of lines on the days, but no note space.
Okay.
So, but I like the cover is a little plasticky, but other than that, I like the make of it.
Careful, don't squish our crackers.
Okay.
Okay, this one is 5-star. It's their student planner. Now, can you close back up for me for a second? I like that cover on the coil. I hate coil scratching tables. Maybe it's just because my mom was very adamant about I never set a notebook down on a table.
Yeah, this has the same, almost looks like it. One, I don't like the weekends being much smaller than the rest of the days. But two, I don't like I'm not a big fan of the the synchronized layout across the board.
Well, that side, those notes, subjects, activities.
Yeah, the notes are okay. There's just a lot of space for the weekdays, almost too much, and not enough space for the weekends.
Okay.
So I am out on this one as well.
I personally like a book. I used to get books like this.
This one is I'm interested in. Again, half as much space for the weekends.
That, unfortunately, dude, is an issue in almost all planners.
The design is pretty nice. The notes are also nice. These pages are very thin, though, so I'd be able to see writing on both sides. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Is it obvious he's also been trained on happy planners, and those happy planners have the same amount of space for each day, including the weekends?
Yep. So this one's I would be happy with this one. I like the
We're not going to say which one you picked yet, so they'll have to find out later.
So yeah, I am happy with this one, I would say. Okay. I'm not a big fan of the leather cover, though. And then I don't like these colors, personally.
What? I do like the sticky notes in the front. I like a sticky note.
This one has not enough notes, and I don't like the checkbox style of the individual days, personally. And, the colors on every page are not my favorites.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think I'm out on this one as well.
Okay, are there any more?
Nope.
Awesome. I guess you'll just have to see what he picked when I get home.